You're ready to start your Teachers Pay Teachers store, but you don't even know where to begin. Well, today I'll share how to start a Teachers Pay Teachers store in 2022 for beginners. We'll go through the 7 steps to start your Teachers Pay Teachers store, and make sure to stay until the end because I'll talk about how to increase your profits down the road once you start to scale your Teachers Pay Teachers store. Also, hello, my name is Katie Gettys and I'm a former classroom teacher and now a teacher, entrepreneur, and coach here to help you build your online business as a teacher. So let's get to it. The very first step in how to start a Teachers Pay Teachers store in 2022 for beginners is to pick a niche. A niche is just a specific topic that all of your products are going to be based around. It's really the best thing that you can do for yourself to pick a niche, something specific from the beginning. You want people to learn to trust you. If I was to sell guitar and ukulele resources, but then also sell like math, science, social studies, people would just be really confused about what I was actually qualified to create resources for. And that's why it's smart to niche down in the beginning so that you can build your authority and earn people's trust so that you can in turn make more sales in the beginning of your Teachers Pay Teachers journey. Of course, I also recommend doing some research on the platform to see what niches are doing well, just to make sure that your idea for whatever niche that you are interested in creating products for is actually a profitable idea that people need and want products for on this platform. I go more into depth in this in our free Teachers Pay Teachers cheat sheet, so make sure to grab that below if you want some more help with getting your store started. The second step in how to start a Teachers Pay Teachers store in 2022 for beginners is coming up with a store name. Your store name is one of the most important decisions that you're going to make for your store going forward, but the key thing here is to make sure that your store name is available. Make sure that it is legally available, it's not trademark. Make sure that the domain name is available if you plan to get a website in the future. You also might want to check social media sites like Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and Facebook just to make sure that you'll be able to grab those down the line when you start doing more marketing. Make sure that your name is unique, make sure it's fun, and that it somehow portrays you as a teacher in your niche. I just went with the name that I had for my online music studio. All of my products I create both for my online classes and for Teachers Pay Teachers. So if that is something that you're interested in doing, I teach online with a company called Outschool. So if you're interested in learning more about teaching online with Outschool, then definitely check out this video next. The third step for how to start a Teachers Pay Teachers store in 2022 for beginners is to create your new seller account. Once you've picked out your niche and your store name, you are ready to set yourself up on the platform. You'll be asked to provide some basic information like your name, your address, your payment information, what grades you teach, and you can start with the free seller plan, but I highly recommend getting the premium seller plan just because you will get a much higher percentage of your earnings. Teachers Pay Teacher will take less of a cut if you do invest in the premium seller plan, which is I think about $60 a year. It is 100% worth it. We were able to earn about $650 more just in the first 6 months because we had the premium account instead of the free account. If you want to know more about how much I was able to make with my first 6 months on Teachers Pay Teachers, I have an entire YouTube video where I actually break this down month to month. So definitely check that video out after this one. The fourth step in how to start a Teachers Pay Teachers store in 2022 for beginners is to set up your store profile. So this is where you'll have a chance to, of course, set up all of your branding. So you'll need a shop banner. There's something called a column banner, a quote banner, and a profile picture or a logo. So you'll want to have all of those graphics created. I create all of my graphics in Canva, which is an amazing resource. You can also just hire someone on Fiverr if this is something that's overwhelming to you or you don't have time for it. There are plenty of virtual assistants on Fiverr specifically for Teachers Pay Teachers that you can hire for a really affordable rate. This is actually what I did when I first was getting started on the Teachers Pay Teachers platform. They set up my entire profile, they created all those graphics for me, and they set up my first freebies as well. And it was 100% worth the investment. I actually have an entire video coming out next week that is all about how and why you should hire a virtual assistant to build your Teachers Pay Teachers store. So make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss that video next week. The fifth step in how to start a Teachers Pay Teachers store in 2022 for beginners is to upload your freebie. So if you didn't already know, your first product on Teachers Pay Teachers has to be a freebie. This is a really great way to introduce to the people that might come across your profile what your products are going to be like, what they might look like, how much value they're going to provide. So it's really important to make sure that your freebie is high quality because honestly, that freebie could earn you the sale of a customer or not based on if they like this product product. I actually started out with 4 different freebies, 2 for guitar and 2 for ukulele. And these also really aligned with the products that I was going to put up for sale as well. And so they led people into buying those next products that were very similar to the freebies. I go more into depth talking about getting my freebies set up in one of my other YouTube videos, which was all about my first 3 months on Teachers Pay Teachers. So if you do want to learn more about those freebies, then definitely check out that video after this one. The 6th step in how to start your Teachers Pay Teacher store in 2022 for beginners is to upload your paid products. Once you have a freebie on the platform, you are also allowed, of course, to start uploading your paid products. Once you get to this step, you're probably going to be at this step for a really long time. This is the best way to really build up your store on Teachers Pay Teachers, is just to keep adding more products. The more products that you have, the better that you optimize them with your SEO, with great thumbnails, great descriptions, the more often you are going to show up in the search on Teachers Pay Teachers, which is where 100% of my earnings have come from. But I do create all of my resources in Canva. If you are selling a resource on Teachers Pay Teachers, then you are supposed to have the rights to, of course, use whatever clip art you might use from Canva. So you do need to have Canva Pro. So if you want to try Canva Pro out, it's definitely worth it. I use it for absolutely everything in my business. And we will have a link in the description box below for you to grab your first month free of Canva Pro. All right, the 7th step for how to start a Teachers Pay Teacher store in 2022 for beginners is to market your store. So, like I said, the best thing that I really think you can do for yourself in the beginning is just create products and continue to put up more and more products. But of course, another great way to bring in more sales is to bring more viewers to your profile. Some ways that you can do external marketing are using Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, and if you have a blog, you could also reference your resources on your blog. Let me just say that all of these can be really overwhelming and they all have a learning curve to each one. So be patient with yourself, and it might take you some time to really get to know these platforms and to start using these platforms. I haven't even really started marketing any of our Teachers Pay Teachers materials on any sort of external marketing. I do think that I probably will start with Pinterest, but as your store continues to grow, then this is definitely something that you're going to want to try out in the future. If you want to check out our Teachers Pay Teachers store or any of my product offerings, then I will also link ours in the description box below, or you can just search for Mini Musicians Studios on Teachers Pay Teachers. All right, so hopefully this video will inspire you to start taking action and getting your Teachers Pay Teachers store set up and going. If this video was helpful for you, then please make sure to give it a like and hit the subscription button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.